Hey friends, welcome back. Today's conversation, we are diving into the difference between inner authority and outer authority so that you, as a differentiated source field, because that's really what you are a differentiated source field, you have the capacity to lean in and begin to recognize making decisions for yourself in the inner authority is different than the outer authority. Now, I'm going to play in the realm of the mental projectors and the reflectors for this outer authority as well, so that your capacity to understand how to differentiate your articulation, how you think, how you are here to condition other people, because we are all here to condition other people. Your role is only to make the decision whether that conditioning is correct for you or not. So let's lean in here, okay? Let's lean in. First, we're going to play in inner authority. Well, what is inner authority? We know that inner authority is the intelligence of the physical body, and that intelligence indicates to you this human being that has presented themselves to me, the transit that is available to me, the environment that is available to me is correct for me to interact with and engage with or not. That's the intelligence of the inner authority. It indicates, yes, this conditioning field is correct for me. I'm going to gain the wisdom that I need for today, for the moment. Or it's not correct for me. So that conditioning field is not correct for me, whether that be another human being, the transits, or your environment, okay? That's what inner authority is doing for you. It is saying and giving you the understanding of who, when, where, why you are connecting with the other person, the transiting field, or the environment. And always, it's because you are gaining some kind of wisdom. If you're interacting with others, it's because you are designed to understand and learn that other person's energy field so that you can now bring that through your intelligence of your body, see the wisdom of it, repackage it, and then sell it to someone else. As a business and entrepreneur coach, that's what I help you do. Now, outer authority. This is the area that we're diving into right now in the mentorship. We're probably going to stay here for a little bit because outer authority is very important, and it's not complicated, but it's important because the more differentiated you become, the more clean and crisp your outer authority is presented for the other person, okay? So what is outer authority? Outer authority actually comes from the personality side. This is the resonance square. So the moon and the 9 planets that are available in the resonance square. So we're talking moon, Mercury, Uranus, Venus, Mars, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, okay? We're talking over there. This is where your outer authority starts to bubble up. Now, I'm going to share with you genetic matrix because I think a lot of people use genetic matrix. If you are interested in this software, I'm going to have an affiliate link below. There's also Maya Mechanics. I paid for the Maya Mechanics when I was in their schools. So I have it on my desktop. I don't know about the online version. I have not played in that at all. As well, there's a neutrino design app that people are raving about. So, and I have not dug into that either. I'm going to show you genetic matrix today. If that is something that you are interested in, again, there'll be an affiliate link. So I'm going to just share my screen so that you can begin to lean into outer authority and really understand it, okay? So again, we're going to go deep into this in the mentorship. But the whole point of outer authority, now you might notice that in here, we're talking about verticals, laterals, diagonals. We are going to talk about this diagonal today because the diagonal right here, so this X, this is your differentiated outer authority. What do I mean by that? In order to have a clean, crisp thought process and articulation of your experience, your personality, Mars, has to be in this space of understanding how Mars is bringing you the mutation that you need in your life so that you can get really clean and crisp about the mutation. Is that clear? If it's not clear, throw a comment below. Mars is your mutative thinking. It is your mutative outer authority. So go to your chart and take a look at your Mars. If you notice that possibly your articulation of your experience isn't happening through this Mars presentation, what that tells you is that there's some more deconditioning that needs to happen. And where can you go to really understand the deconditioning process? Well, in genetic matrix, you can go to the shadow of your chart, because what that shadow tells you is that all of that openness is what you're designed to learn. That's the wisdom aspect. And by looking at that, instead of being triggered by it, which you can be triggered by it, and that's okay, but instead of being reactive to it, you are in this state of acceptance. What is acceptance? The neutrino field flows through you, and all you're doing is taking the wisdom. You're repackaging it and selling it. How are you selling it? You're selling it through your mutative outer authority. So this is just one aspect of outer authority, okay? This is just one aspect. Again, we're going deep into this in the mentorship so that the clarity and clean understanding of your own outer authority mutates your experience, but also helps mutate those that you are designed to condition. So inside of this, we also lean into understanding how the voice is designed to create the mutation. So you're going to want to look at your moon, the Uranus, the Pluto, and the Saturn. Okay. So this is like a very, very brief overview, just so you're aware of that. This is not a full-fledged understanding of outer authority. This is so that you can start to lean in and recognize your decision-making is intelligent and it's your inner authority. The personality is actually how you're designed to experience the world, create mutation in your thinking, and then be the outer authority for others. Now, some of you might go, but Leann, isn't Mercury a part of the voice? Isn't that how I'm supposed to articulate? Anytime we look at the laterals or the verticals, and I think I just did that wrong, vertical, lateral. Anytime we are looking at that aspect, what that tells you is that there's still this process of not being in a mutative outer authority space. Okay. Now, some of this might not make any sense to you. Again, this is where we're going deep into the mentorship. what's key here? Contemplate your Mars personality. Contemplate it. Lean deeper into it. See how it shows up in your conversations. If it's not showing up, if you're not thinking mutatively through that Mars aspect, if you're not conversing mutatively through that Mars aspect, it's just an indication that you definitely need to do some deconditioning still. Now, let's take a look at our mental projectors and our reflectors. Why is understanding this so important? Understanding this aspect is critical to being a correct outer authority. Now, we know that mental projectors have no inner authority, but they have outer authority. But what does that really truly mean? It's how they articulate the mutation. It is the voice that comes out. Now, I've said in previous videos, I get it, I hear it, there's no inner authority, and yet the voice articulates. The voice articulates. So there is an inner authority because now you can hear the intelligence of the voice using that environment to bounce off, so you can really hear the mutation of the Mars placement of the personality. Okay? Reflectors, same thing, because reflectors are utilizing the moon. However, they also need to articulate and discuss in their environment the decision so that they can hear that decision. However, if the Mars mutation of how we're designed to mutate our thinking, how we're designed to mutate our experience and our outer authority to others, if that's not operating correctly, neither one of those reflectors or our mental projectors are the outer authority that they're designed to be. Now, we are all designed to be outer authorities, but those two types are so important for our environment that they are healthy. They're not healthy. If they are not healthy and being recognized for that mutative outer authority, they won't be invited. And if they are invited, there's going to be this deep bitterness because other people can't hear that mutation because it isn't actually in alignment. So interesting. So interesting. So you'll notice when I'm doing videos for you guys and I'm having these conversations, the Mars placement in my personality is contemplation. Those pauses, those moments that I allow you that space to contemplate, that's the mutative energy that comes through that contemplation. Okay. Now, my Mars placement, you guys saw that, is third line. Well, what does third line really help you understand? Well, number one, it helps you understand your self-awareness. However, third lines are change agents. They test out what doesn't work. So you want to go deep into your line value and recognize that as you're speaking, those line values are so key to the mutative process. So 20.3, this self-awareness, it's important for you to understand your own self-awareness process. That's what design is teaching us. That's why I am on this cross contagion and I am teaching it to you because I have no other choice. It found me, it bumped into me, and here we are. So inner authority, intelligence of the physical body, intelligence of the decision-making to say, yes, I am going to interact with this human being or this transit or the environment because that conditioning field is correct for me. It's in alignment. That conditioning field is in alignment, so I know that the wisdom that's going to flow through is correct for me. Or No, that conditioning field isn't correct for me. That's all the inner authority does. Now, outer authority, that's where you start to hone and play with that mutative energy of the personality Mars so that you can be a clean, crisp outer authority for your fractal line. All right, friends, if you're interested in joining the mentorship, the self-study and the mentorship are now packaged together so that you can have all of the material. Like there's so much material inside of that self-study. It can feel very overwhelming, but you will be a master at human design by interacting with that material. You will be able to coach your people way quicker, way easier. You will be able to differentiate your being faster and be able to be that mutative outer authority for your people. So join us. We have an excellent group of human beings that are diving into this material to make a difference in our lives. Okay, so enjoy, take care, talk to you later.